Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome to my first Call of Duty Ghosts class guide. Today we're going to build a loadout that I have aptly and creatively named the Ghost. This class is based on a concept that I learned during Call of Duty 4 from a girl named Biscuit. The loadout consisted of either a suppressed submachine gun or assault rifle with stopping power and dead silence. It utilized small elements of stealth while still retaining effective killing power by only focusing on hiding from your opponent's auditory and visual senses instead of sacrificing full killing potential to hide from UAVs and other detection systems. I came to call this method proximity stealth, and it's the basis of our Ghost class. The first thing that we're going to need is a primary weapon, and we're going to use either the Honey Badger assault rifle or the K7 submachine gun, whichever one you're more comfortable using. The reason we're choosing these weapons is because they come equipped with a suppressor by default, an attachment that we're going to elect anyways, so this way we get to have 3 attachments for the price of 2. For our other 2 attachments, we'll be selecting the foregrip and extended mags. The foregrip is actually good in Ghosts, so it will help us stay on targets at range during automatic fire, and having extended magazines means that we won't have to rely on sleight of hand or a secondary weapon to fall back on, and we can instead use those extra points to expand our loadout. As for perks, Dead Silence is a mandatory selection for proximity stealth and will help us move behind enemy lines undetected. When combined with the suppressor, only enemies with Amplify will know that we're coming. However, the problem with moving behind enemy lines is that you're very likely to come across enemy traps, especially IEDs, which are very common in Ghosts. So taking sitrep is a great way to identify these hazards, not only to allow us to avoid them, but finding enemy equipment can also give us clues to the enemy positions. If you see an IED guarding a room, chances are that there's someone in that room. The last stealth perk that we'll select is Takedown. This removes the marker that appears over our victims to notify their teammates that they were just killed. Without these markers, our opponents may not be aware of what we're up to. Now granted, this won't be as effective against teams with good communication, but in the run-of-the-mill pub, it should help quite a bit. Now this loadout leaves you with 6 points to use as you please. Don't use them on a secondary weapon and don't use them on sleight of hand. With extended mags you should almost never be forced into a combat reload. Just pick up an enemy weapon when you get the chance and you should be okay. I would suggest taking either scavenger or fully loaded to make sure that you have plenty of ammo for your primary weapon, and you could also take an IED to place behind enemy lines for a nasty surprise, but I personally prefer to forego grenades altogether and just take more perks. I round out my build with Amplify and Ping. Amplify pairs very well with Dead Silence because Dead Silence not only makes your footsteps quieter for your enemies, but for you as well. So when you pair it with Amplify, enemy footsteps are crystal clear, and you will also be able to pick out people who are using Dead Silence as well. And Ping is a highly underrated Slayer perk. When you kill an opponent, their death creates a radar pulse that marks nearby hostiles. So if you can get behind a group of enemies, it will help you chain your kills together with surprising efficiency. But however you decide to build this loadout, you'll find that mixing proximity stealth with offensive attributes makes the Ghost one of the most effective Slayer classes in the game. I hope you found this video entertaining and informative. If you did, please like, favorite, subscribe, all that good jazz. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.